Hey everybody, welcome to the SMA Journey 51 vlog. Alright guys, in this week's video, I'm going to give you an update with regards to Zolgensma. About a week ago, Cure SMA did a webinar where they had a representative from AveXis Pharmaceuticals, and then they had a representative from the FDA, and they were discussing the current status of Zolgensma and what it's doing and what we can look forward to in the future. So I thought I would bring you that update because it's important information. Then after that, I'm going to give you my opinions as to whether or not I plan on switching from Spinraza to Zolgensma if and when it becomes available. So first, let me tell you that there is a lot of exciting information coming out regarding Zolgensma. The infants that were on these clinical trials since the beginning are doing unbelievably well. They're meeting milestones that they never would have met without this treatment. Zolgensma replaces the SMN1 gene, whereas Spinraza, the treatment that the majority of us are on, is working on the SMN2 gene. So there's a big difference because even though the information that they're giving regarding the SMN2 gene from Spinraza is good information, it's not as strong and it doesn't give our bodies as much protein as the SMN1 gene. So that's the reason why there's a lot of excitement regarding Zolgensma, because it replaces the SMN1 gene. But these infants that have been on these clinical trials since the beginning are up and walking and running, or at least the majority of them are. They're not on any type of ventilator support. They've got head and neck control. And you know what, to be honest with you, they'll probably never know what spinal muscular atrophy is. And for that, that is a true blessing from God. Okay? Now, regarding Zolgensma, there are two clinical trials that I want to talk about. The first one is called Strong, and I'm listing the identifier number on the screen right now. But don't worry about typing all this information in or writing it down, because I'll put all of this information in the description of the video. So just listen to what I have to say first, okay? If you go to www.clinicaltrials.gov, you can type in these identifiers, and this will give you the information regarding the trials that I'm going to be talking about. First one is Strong. And that's the one I believe that they're going through right now with regards to an intrathecal delivery. Now, I don't know what the age limit is going to be, but I believe it's going to be 5 years of age or younger. But that may change depending on the results that they get and how the FDA writes the label. But based on the Strong trial, that information will be used to possibly create another trial called REACH. And the REACH trial is the one that those of us that are adults with SMA can really look forward to, because that's the one that should be able to bring Zolgensma to those of us that are older. Now, what age am I talking about? When they were talking in the webinar, they said up to the age of 60 years old. So that should cover the gamut of those of us that have SMA that are on Spinraza. So really look forward to the REACH trial. It should start probably by sometime next year, maybe by the end of next year. And then they said it would probably take about 2 or 3 years. So those of us that are adults may be looking at maybe 2022, 2023 before the REACH trial ends and we have statistical data that we can use and that they can use to make a determination. But by the way everything looks right now, it looks like that they are going to go ahead with the REACH trial, which should be exciting news for those of us that are adults. So please, continue to keep your heads up, guys. You know, for 5 years ago, we had nothing. Now we've got two viable treatments for SMA, and then we've also got another treatment called Risdiplam by Roche Genentech that'll be coming out probably sometime next year. And I'll be talking more about that at a later date. So, again, all of this information is in the description of the video. All right? Now, I'm going to give you my opinions as to whether or not I plan on switching from Spinraza to Zolgensma. You know, based on the fact that I'm 54 years old, and it may be another 3 years before they bring it to us that are adults, I'll be 57, possibly 58 years old. So, am I planning on switching from Spinraza to Zolgensma? The answer is yes. And I'm basing my decision on my age. If I was in my 20s or early 30s, I would probably wait. And in a video that I did a couple of months ago, I said I was going to wait for a couple of years to see what the results would be. But given the fact that it may be, 3 years down the line before it's available, that'll put me at 57 or 58. I think the timing is right for me to make the decision. And even though it's not a do or die situation, it's not like I absolutely have to make a decision at that point. I feel comfortable enough to make the decision. Spinraza has been wonderful. It slowed the progression of my disease. I'm not getting any worse. If anything, I'm getting a little bit stronger. But a lot of that is also due that I'm taking physical therapy. My core strength is better, my breathing is better, and my overall stamina is unbelievably better. So Spinraza has done a lot of good for me. So, you know what? I'm very happy that I'm on it, and I'll continue to stay on it until Zolgensma becomes available. Like I said, 3 years may seem like a long time to wait, but you know what? We've waited a long time so far, and now we've got 2 treatments, maybe 3 in the coming year, so we have a lot to look forward to, and I hope you feel as excited as I do. All right, guys, so those are my opinions. I hope that I gave you some information that you can use. If you have any questions, remember, you can either send me a comment down below the video or send me an email. Any questions that I get, I promise I'm going to answer. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I would greatly appreciate it. Remember, when you subscribe, click on the bell icon to be notified of any new videos that I do. I hope all of you have had a fantastic week. Do me a favor this upcoming week, do something for yourself that's going to make you a better person. God bless you, and I'll see you in a couple of weeks.